just old Buckwort Russell. That's what they call me. Or Melanoma Head. They'll call me that. Melanoma Head's coming.
Welcome to the afternoon entertainment hour at OJ's Juice Bar, and here's today's juice.
Hey! Who let the cat out?
You don't have a cat!
This is your host, OJ, and most of you guys know me as Orlando Jose.
That's me!
You're listening to KXVS, the voice of Stockton. And welcome back to the afternoon entertainment hour on OJ's Juice Bar, and here's today's juice. Well, yeah, that was lovely music we just heard from the Beloved Sisters. Awesome music.
Loved that last song. I was jamming.
I know, right? I know, right? It was awesome. What did you think about it, Mr. Detail?
Yeah, we know those people. Shout out to Governor Don and them.
Governor Don and the Beloved Sisters. Mm-hmm. They got it going on.
Actually, yeah, those last two tracks was Beloved Sisters.
One or two, yeah. I mean, wow. I mean, I heard it's like pretty great. So, I'm going to do some shout-outs real quick from Customs, Plastics, and Sign from Christopher Cueva. If you ever see our sign out there in the front, big old sign, white and blue, KXVS Radio, Stockton, so Christopher Cueva, thank you. He also is on 326 Dr. Martin Luther King Boulevard, Stockton, California, 209-933-9711. And also, thank you also to Tender Donuts. We bake fresh daily.
Donuts.
I know, right? Like Homer. Donut.
How do I know if they're really tender?
Well, they said that we bake fresh daily. So
I need to try them.
At 1304 East Hammer Lane. -15 is the building, so Stockton, California.
I'm gonna have to go check them out.
209.
Every morning there's a donut boxer.
76.
Oh, what time?
90. 78.
I'll come by on my way to school.
7 to 10 a.m.
Woo woo!
Come by and say hi to the morning show. Yeah.
Get a jelly donut or what is it? A bar.
It's a box of a variety of donuts. I don't know what's in there, but yeah.
Anything with maple. I love maple.
Ooh. So we're back. So let us know what else.
We still need to do that food show we once talked about here.
Oh, I know.
Yeah.
I know.
That's what I was going to ask.
Have you been to Cast Iron yet?
No, I haven't.
Not yet.
I'm going there on the 8th. I'm super excited. On Thursday, I'm going to be going there for a meeting. I'm like, woohoo!
Cast Iron. That sounds like a cool name.
Yeah, lunch meetings are the best always.
Right. Well, and the interesting thing is I've had their food at different events, and it was always off the hook. And so speaking of donuts, one of the things that they had at one of the events was a donut creme brulee. And creme brulee is when they grab the torch and they caramelize and crunch up the sugar on top.
Yeah.
But this was a donut creme brulee. And so I don't know if I can say this on the air, but I'm a donut whore, and I really love donuts. Did you have to beat me out on that?
No, you just said that. But
sorry. I love donuts, and there's the Tiffany store where they do a little blue box with a diamond ring in it. No. I want the pink box. Pink box with the donut ring in it, because I love me some donuts. It's just one of my many weaknesses, but there's something, if I even smell them, I as much as I think I have willpower, like talking about them, my mouth is starting to water as we talk about them, and I have mint gum in my mouth, but now I'm just like totally focused on donuts. But
I know.
But Cast Iron's opened up downtown. It's on San Joaquin, just north of Weber, and I'm really looking forward to going there and tasting some of their original dishes that they have. Doing some of that farm to fork, using local produce, and being creative. Think outside of the box. Try.
Do you know what their hours are over there?
I think they're probably open lunch and dinner. I'm actually meeting at 3:00, so I'm hoping they're open at 3 o'clock. Okay. But I'm sure we can look it up and you can find them online. But like I said, I'm really looking forward to that very much. So
like you said, the holidays coming here, and then How was your shopping? Did you go out there shopping? Or
You know, I'm not into the commercial commercial aspect of it. From this point forward, will probably not drive Pacific Avenue between March Lane and Swain, because the mall there, I look at it and I think to myself, really, is that where, I mean, it's everything about what am I going to get, what am I going to get, what am I going to get, and that's really kind of not how I was raised. When we, it's about spending time together as a family. So we actually would take a trip. For the last 15 years or so, we have gone down to Mexico. We didn't buy gifts for each other. We went down to Mexico, and we spent time together as a family. And so this year, my extended family and I were going to be going for a little trip. We're going to be going to a basketball tournament, and so we're really looking forward to that, and spending time together as a family. But if I do shop, I'm shopping online. I don't have to do anything. I can do it from the comfort of my home. I don't even have to take a shower, do my hair, brush my teeth, nothing. I can just do it from the comfort of my home. And everything's free shipping right now for the most part. There's additional percentages off. Like I ordered from Bath and Body Works. Today they had, it was half off all of their aromatherapy, which I really like. They have this stress reliever, lotion, shower gel, foot cream, hand cream, bubble bath, you name it. It's all this stress relief one, and they have like a sleepy time with that's lavender and vanilla. But I like this stress one because it's eucalyptus and mint, and it just really it just kind of calms me. Not that, I need it, but, I do. But it was all 50% off. And then if I spent $30, I got an additional $10 off. So not only was it half off, but then I got an additional 10. You can't beat that. Why would I want to go through traffic, use my gas, go park somebody, somewhere far away, and then I'm going to want to eat if I'm in the mall. If I smell like Mr. Sibb's caramel corn, I'm going to go over there and want some of that, or I'm going to want one of those cheesesteak sandwiches there at Weberstown Mall, or I'm going to want to snacky, seize candy, go over there and get myself a Bordeaux, the one with the little chocolate sprinkles on top and milk chocolate. Yeah, let's talk about food. Here we go back again.
Yeah, food. Like I said, is there anything around here that caught your eye that is like new in food? Cast iron, like I said, cast iron skillet. I'm trying to think. You know what I did do? I treated myself Saturday morning. Okay, this is my other thing. I do Groupon. I love Groupon. Like my student was saying, my gosh, Miss Fugazi, it's $12 to go ice skating. I go, let's see if there's a Groupon. I found a Groupon for 2 people to go ice skating, and I got a promo code to get 20% off. So I got it for $9.60, so he could take his girlfriend ice skating, the two of them, for $9.60 as opposed to $24.
I need to find that code. Me and some friends are going.
Oh, really?
Ice skating soon, yeah.
I swear to God, just go on to Groupon.
Okay, Groupon?
Yep.
Okay.
And it's the Oak Park Ice Arena.
Okay.
But I did a Turkish bath yesterday. Turkish bath. There is a place in Stockton where you can go. It's kind of like a steam room, but you get to lay down and it's only you in there. Then the woman comes in, and you have your underclothes on, but she comes in and then she proceeds to scrub you down and lather you up, and then she exfoliates you. Rubs, takes off all the dead skin cells and then puts an emollient on you. And she even washed my hair and scrubbed my scalp. And it was 110 degrees in there, and I liked the heat, but I was just like, oh my gosh, this is like it's Layla's Spa, and it's right behind Bevmo, the check cashing, the bank there. It's back in the corner there. But I got a Groupon, and I went there, and she is from Turkey. And she said they don't have a lot of skin cancers in Turkey because they know the importance of exfoliation. And, I'm white. I mean, I can be really white, and but I've stopped going in the sun because I've had a few little scares. So I'm like, okay, well, I guess I'm coming back. And then I got 2 gift certificates for people to go there and go check it out, because it just was. I felt like I was really splurging on myself. to do this. But it was absolute joy for an hour. Light music being pumped in. I was sipping on, fruit infused water while I was in there because it was hot. And then I left there.
You could recommend this to others?
I absolutely would recommend Layla's Spa if you want to treat yourself. And I left my skin. I didn't have any rough spots, any bumps, anything. My skin was just like a baby, just super soft. So I really enjoyed that. I know it's not food. Had she massaged me with like some honey or something like that, well, then I could say that's kind of but it wasn't. It was eucalyptus again. I'm really on this eucalyptus.
Yeah, that word.
kick.
I'm like, my tongue tied right there.
Eucalyptus. Yeah. So, anyway, but in terms of food, we do have places. I haven't been to Chick-fil-A yet.
Me either, not yet.
I know some people are just gaga over it, and I guess if you go in there and you say, I've never had Chick-fil-A before, they give you something complimentary. Now everybody's going to go in there, well, I heard the vice mayor say if we say we never had.
Right.
But we have Nations. I don't know, has Nations opened yet?
I'm not sure.
I don't think so.
Nations is fabulous. When that opens up, really, people, they
Where
do
are they
it.
putting that at?
That's in North Stockton,
Okay.
off of Hammer and I-5, I want to say, on the west side of I-5. So on the east side of I-5 and Hammer, you have Shirasoni's. Love Shirasoni's. If that's a splurge, because they do that teppanyaki right there at your table, and they make the volcano, and they cook right there in front of you. Oh, it's amazing. But on the other side, I think that's where Nations is going to be, and they do a great chili, and they do pies. I mean, they do pies. I like pie. You can get a slice of pie.
Pie is good.
Yeah, but it was great. Well, speaking of food, so at the Sycamore Club, they're going to be doing this quarterly. So it's not going to be like every weekend on a Friday. They're going to be doing the Sycamore Social Club. They're going to be doing it quarterly. But they had a food truck that I've never seen before there. I'm trying to remember what the name was. But they had two items that I was just like salivating over. One of them was a pulled pork sandwich, but it wasn't just any kind of pulled pork sandwich. It was a root beer pulled pork sandwich.
Okay, and I got my ear.
Okay, and I know Micah Runner had gotten it, and he was just like,
my mouth was watering.
Yeah, and the other one was a slaw dog that I saw. They do their own homemade slaw, and I'm kind of particular on my slaw, my coleslaw kind of thing. But I love sauerkraut, and sauerkraut is like a German type of slaw. But they had this slaw dog. But they had that. They had Japanese food there. They actually had a woman selling pie. Not only was she selling pie, she was selling a berry pie and an apple pie. But she was selling stuff for s'mores. And I said, s'mores? Why are you selling graham crackers, chocolate, and marshmallows with sticks? And she said, well, you can. I go, can we make s'mores around here? Sure enough, at the Sycamore Social Club, they had a fire going on in an urn, and you could go over there and put your marshmallows on your stick and put it in there, and you could make s'mores.
Oh my God, that's old school.
I was like, well, because when I take kids backpacking to Yosemite, some of them have never had s'mores. I'm just like, that's like, come on, everybody has to have a s'more once in their life.
I know I did. I was like, wow. I said, I can't get that. I go, what kind of cracker? I said, I don't have it. Just put it out there.
Graham cracker. Graham cracker. Usually Hershey's chocolate is what.
Yeah, that's the one. That's the one I know. Yeah.
And marshmallows. And not everybody knows how to really roast. You're supposed to roast the marshmallow, not burn it, not catch it on fire and blow it out. But what you do is you put it low in there, not next to the flame, but next to the embers. The pieces of wood or whatever that are glowing, you put it close there, and you can see it start to like smolder a little, where like a little smoke will come off, but it doesn't catch on fire, because you want to get the inside completely softened, because that's what then melts the chocolate. Because if you just have the outside burnt, the inside's still hard. You want to make the entire marshmallow gooey. And so when I do it, I have my graham cracker, my chocolate, and then I'll have the upper graham cracker like in between my hand, and then I'll put it into the marshmallow stick in between, and then I'll grab it and then pull the stick out, and it'll just ooze. It has to ooze out the sides, and then I'll lick, around the edges, and by then the chocolate starts to melt.
Yeah,
and it's just. But most people can't wait that long. It's just like I am waiting for the ultimate s'more. I'm not going to rush it because people just start eating it right away, and the chocolate's still hard. That's not the way you're supposed to do it. Mind you, you can do it any way you want. But if you really want a true s'more where the chocolate softens as well, you really have to roast that marshmallow.
We need a cooking show with Christina Fugazi.
I know, we just behind the scenes.
No, it's an eating show.
Yeah, eating show. We're going to compete with Guy Fieri.
We're gonna do lunch. We're gonna do desserts. We're gonna knock it all out.
By the way, I looked up the hours for Cast Iron Trading Company. Monday through Friday, 7 a.m. they open on, and they close 4 p.m. through Wednesday, and then on Thursday and Friday they open till 8 p.m. So, yeah.
Wow, they have breakfast then.
Mm-hmm.
If they're opening that early.
That's what Google says, so I think Google's always right.
People that are at the county building and the courthouse, they're I'm sure going over there checking it out. I'm like I said, I'm super excited. You should pull up their menu. Let's look at their menu.
What they got?
I'll look at Yelp to see if they have that menu.
I want to plan in advance, but I'm sure that they're going to be shifting their menu because they're going to do seasonal. They're going to be doing seasonal menu items for sure. But I think that because we're an agricultural based community, that we really need to take advantage of whatever's in season, as opposed to having food shipped to us from Argentina. I mean, because you figure they gotta pick that probably before it's ripe, and then they gotta put it on trucks, and then they gotta put it on planes or ships or whatever, and what it takes to get here. I think we really need to embrace people that are doing local farm to fork type cooking.
And some of the breakfast items I see right now, donut bread pudding, cake.
Bread pudding.
Okay.
Breakfast, basically like nachos kind of, but they're tater tots.
Ooh.
Avocado and toast.
Avocado.
Love avocado.
Yeah, then they have a bunch of other great things. So, they also have, I guess, alcoholic beverages too, but yeah, that's all.
I'm not having that.
Yeah. I think they're partnered with San Joaquin Brew or something like that. So I forget.
Not Channel Brewing?
Yeah, Channel. I believe it's Channel Brewing. Yeah.
Yeah, Channel Brewing.
Yeah.
They were last night at the Sycamore.
How was that event?
It was great. It was.
I saw Matt Amon on Good Day Sacramento a couple days ago. So,
oh, really?
Yeah.
He was talking about it. Yeah, it was great. There was a few hundred people there, like I said, and this was the first one. And they had, like I said, the fire going with s'mores.
Man, I should get a s'more.
I know. Donuts, s'more, everything.
Now you're gonna make me go get marshmallows.
Yeah, and you want some root beer, pulled pork sandwich.
Now that sounds something now. Like you said, the truck. Like those like little food trucks. There was a guy out there. I think it was Grub City. He had something like that, and then I was like, "What's in that?" And he says it's like a Hawaiian name, or I think it's called Half a Day or something. I was like, "What is that?" He goes, "It's like a regular hamburger, but inside the top of the bun." And I go, "What's that in there?" He goes, "It's like cinnamon. It's like candy. It's different." I was like, "Oh." And I go, "Okay." I go, "That sounds bomb." And then when I was there, and he goes, "Yeah, if you put your business card in there, and then you be the lucky
drawings.
one, and then we call you up and say you own a free sandwich or something."
Woo-hoo.
I was like, "All right."
Hey, free is good. Free is very good.
Especially when it's yummy.
Yeah. Well, that Hawaiian stuff. So, like, I make my nephew sandwiches using the Hawaiian rolls. He loves it because that little bit of sweet.
Yeah, the Hawaiian rolls. Oh my God, you get a thing of them. You just can't eat one. It's gone. Just even for like Thanksgiving, it was gone.
And they have recipes for them where you'll take the whole square and you'll cut it in half. The top and the bottom, and then you'll do like grilled cheese, or you'll do a ham and cheese, and you put it in the grill, or like the panini, or the panini grill, or something like that. in the oven. I mean, I've seen lots of recipes with those, but with pulled pork, putting some pulled pork and a little coleslaw on there with a little garlic aioli, like it's a garlic butter, on it lightly toasted, and you make yourself a little pulled pork sandwich. Those things are
like when you see Food Network and those food TV shows, how they make
Top
stuff
Chef is back on.
I'm like, oh my god, like they're making me hungry. Like I don't want to watch this. I want to eat now.
I know. Well, Top Chef just started their new season, and they have 8 new chefs and 8 returning chefs, and they just started that. And I was watching it, going, oh, I want to eat that and that, but they make it too difficult. So I like watching. There's like a Tasty app, on Facebook, Tasty, where you can pull it up and it might be, 4 or 5 ingredients and you can whip it up in no time.
Chop it up.
I'm going to a community event, and it's potluck because we're doing the holidays, and we bring a gift and we bring a food item, and so they asked me to do some type of casserole, but I think I'm going to make lasagna. Some of
that's my favorite.
My grandma's homemade lasagna. She's not here anymore, but I can still make it.
Yeah, just like same thing like my mom. She makes some lasagna, and I go, "Oh my god, lasagna! That's my favorite." And then everybody's like, "No, you can't take the tray home." Sometimes my mom will make me a little tray.
Yeah. Well,
same thing with her pie. She makes her special pie for me, and everybody likes it.
What's the special pie?
Well, she calls it a possum pie, but it's like
possum pie.
That's what she calls. That's the name.
Like the animal?
No, it's just a name. It's just the name she calls it, but it's like like they buy the pie and then they put all the. She ain't gonna tell me. I was like, well, I don't know, but it's so good. But I know
she needs to have that down because
she kind of told me.
It's like my grandma isn't here anymore.
She told me, but I was like, I don't know. I can't tell everybody. And then everybody starts buying. I go, that's what I tell everybody. When you eat it, it's like phenomenal. It's kind of reminds you like lemon meringue pie. It's kind of like when you eat that, you're like, bam! I want another one.
Yeah.
But her pie was
I'm not with pie in general.
But hers is like I know it's like pudding and cooey, but I don't know what she mixed in it. But it's like bam, and they're like everybody hates me because I'll take the tray.
But say it's my mama, she making it for me. It's my favorite, so.
Oh, that's what she does.
Don't hate the player.
She puts it in the.
Don't hate the player. Hate the game.
She puts the pie in the other refrigerator. She's like, she knows I'm taking that home, but everybody hates when I said, "Well, hello." I go, "You guys don't eat it halfway. You guys leave it on the plate." And then I said, "I'll eat that mug up."
Oh yeah.
It's like you're crazy for donuts. Oh my god, it's like mine.
So how was your Thanksgiving? Did you have a good Thanksgiving?
Yes, it was Thanksgiving.
Were you down at Disneyland?
I was there for a minute, yeah.
Yeah.
It wasn't new for me. It was uppity up in there. I was like, wow. I was like a lot of stairs.
I saw that, spending time in the spa, relaxing.
Oh, yeah,
with your robes, with your big fluffy white robes.
I was checking it out. I was like, it's been a while since I've been like something like this ever. I was like, see how everything is. Oh, they got this and that there. You see all the children's. Yeah, there's this corner where they had these little seats for the children to watch cartoons and Disney all over. It was so cool. Even in the, I think it's called Storytell or something like that. Storytime. And in the restaurant, you got all the characters in there.
Oh, wow.
And I was like, wow. I go, look at the prices. And I was like, oh, my God, no. I was like.
Well, Disneyland is not cheap. I mean, I look at it now. I guess the hop passer, the park hopper, now for one day is almost $200. I'm just like, that's insane. I mean, I can't imagine a family plus the cost of food. I mean, you'd be going in debt doing something like that. Can I find a Groupon for that? Can I get a Groupon?
I know. I was like, I know when I saw the characters in there, they go, "Hi, are you here to eat?" I go, "No, I just want to take a selfie with the characters."
Yeah.
Run.
Yeah.
Because I said, wow, they show me the list. I go, wow, that looks so lovely. I go, look how much that is. Yeah, we'll go somewhere else.
See, I always go to the French Quarter at Disneyland because I'll get a clam chowder bowl. And the clam chowder bowl is excellent because guess what? I'm eating that bread because bread is filling. So chowder's filling, and then I eat the whole sourdough bowl, and then I'm full. Then I'm like, okay, I'm good for the day. I'll get myself a beignet or a funnel cake or something like that for my sweet, and then I can make it through Disneyland.
As I walk in the lobby, it was nice. The wood, everything, all the people that helped you with your
You
bags.
stay at the Californian?
Yeah, the Californian. Yeah, and I walked in there and saw the big old giant fireplace, the big old tree. Then right behind it was a big old gingerbread house. And I was like, oh, that's cool. And then I go, what's that smell? And then someone says, no, that's really a big giant gingerbread house. It's made out of gingerbread.
You went and smell it?
No, they had this little barricade, but you're like, what does that smell? It smells like I smelled that before. Like my nose is like, where is it at? And
like
it's around
cinnamon spice.
It's like it's around the tree, and I go, oh, it's a gingerbread. And then you see a lady, icing it. And
putting
I was
the
like,
candies on.
I thought it was just a house that they just brought and they topped. No, that's a real one. And then they're actually selling those little ones for oh my god prices. But I was like. Yeah, if I'm going to eat that, it's going to be, special. Right. Yeah, they had it wrapped up good. The room's good. Everything was cool there for Thanksgiving. Oh, traffic like always was crazy. But, everybody was nice. And then, like you said, Thanksgiving was cool. One of my friends, we got like a turkey box. And then after that, I went to my parents' house. And then, everybody did their own cooking, their own...
specialty dish.
Yeah, like what is it? What is that?
You gotta try it. It's called a no thank you helping. You get 2 bites, and if you like it, you get more, and if you don't, you're like, I don't want to eat it.
You just go eat it. I was just like,
that's how I
was like, all right, I'll just try it, and I go, okay, what is it? but sometimes they always had like yams, cranberries, rice. Something, some other turkey over gravy. I was like, oh, okay. And I was like, waiting for the mashed potatoes. Where are they? Waiting on my sister, taking forever. By the time we got, and then what is it? The rolls, the bread, Hawaiian. Oh my God, that was went out. And all I know is someone says, can I get a roll? And I go, it's all gone. He goes, I sat here for 2 seconds. It's gone. I go, yeah, that's usually
makes me think of that Pillsbury Crescent Rolls commercial where they fight over the last one and they're all gone, and then Mom goes in the kitchen and has a whole nother batch, and everybody's like, yay, you saved the day.
I know. I heard like lots of people with different turkeys. They did smoked turkey. I heard like
deep fried turkey.
Yeah, and I was like, man. Then like they say, once you have like a big turkey, make sure you have bread. So you can start chopping that turkey up, making them into turkey sandwiches.
Oh yeah, my grandmother used to make turkey noodle soup, like chicken noodle soup, but turkey noodle soup. We and I'm not a big turkey fan. I'm about all the carbs. I love the dressing or the cornbread stuffing and the mashed potatoes and gravy. I love all that stuff. Turkey, I'm like, okay, I'll have a no thank you helping, like a few bites so I can say I got my protein. But that you look at the people that eat that. My girlfriend had a 40-pound turkey. 40-pound. It took over 4 hours to cook that sucker.
Yeah, it takes a minute.
And it takes a while to defrost too, so you have to basically...
Well, hers was fresh. Hers was a live... I mean, she didn't get it live, but somebody gave her a actual turkey, and 40 pounds. I'm like, you better be freezing that, or So... Anyway, but yeah, Thanksgiving, love Thanksgiving. It's not all commercial, and I was fortunate that a lot of stores were closed this time. For part of the day, if not all the day.
So how are we looking like over there?
It's time to wrap up, OJ.
All right, so we're here wrapping it up. I don't know how's everything like going, but like for holidays for me, like they always have those Christmas movies, Christmas specials, Christmas TV shows.
Yeah. I would recommend people to go to visit Stockton.org. They have a whole calendar there with tons. Like today, there was like 12 or 15 events today in Stockton you could have participated in. So go to visit Stockton.org. And then I was going to say, if you looked out at the sky last night and you looked at where the moon was, before it was even dark, you saw what a lot of people thought was a star, and it was Venus, because stars twinkle. Planets simply reflect light, and you can't see them until it's dark, and we have a lot of light pollution, meaning, you don't see as many stars. But Stockton Astronomical Society will be having sky tours and a star party this weekend at Delta College. So on Friday night, from, I think it starts at 7. So, Friday, December 9th, 7 to 8 p.m. at San Joaquin Delta College in Athletics 1 parking lot. they're going to be having sky tours. And then Astronomy in the Park will be at Oak Grove Regional Park on Saturday night. That starts at 4:45 p.m. to 5:45 p.m. And there are astronomers, both amateur and professional, that come out there with their telescopes. So I think that's kind of like a fun family thing to go out and do. I mean, because we look at the stars all the time and wonder about them, and here you have people that will help explain what's going on, what you're seeing. But the sky on these clear, crisp winter nights is very active with things going on, because you can see actually Mercury, Mars, and Venus right now, depending on what time it is.
All right, there you guys have it. This is Ron Jose with entertainment. OJ's Juice Bar. Everybody out there, stay safe, stay warm. I'm gonna get some food. I'm hungry now.
I'm hungry now too.
Thanks a lot. I want a s'mores now. All right, so that's some break, bro. Thank you, and let's know. Hit us out.
You've been listening to KXVS, OJ's Juice Bar, right here on The Voice of Stockton. More great programming next right here on KXVS. Thank you for tuning in today.
Unless you want to look like a rooster, do you?
Welcome to the afternoon entertainment hour at OJ's Juice Bar, and here's today's juice.
Hey, there's Buckingham Palace, kids. That's where the Queen lives and works.
Works? Well, what does she do, Dad?
She cleans. She vacuums.
This is your host, OJ, and most of you guys know me as Orlando Jose.
That's me!